Okay, so in-person consultation, $100 consultation fee that is not credited towards the invoice. What types of jobs are that about 10% that require an in-person estimate? Is there kind of some known ones that are typically going to require an in-person, or if you don't mind talking about that?
Well, it really depends. I mean, I'd say it's people who are kind of unsure about stuff. So we're talking about handyman. So I would say the stuff that requires an in-person would be like if a person needs some deck boards replaced on their deck, right? We actually want to go out and physically look at that, see what the wood looks like under the deck, see what we're getting ourselves into. So we don't just sell it as, okay, we'll replace 3 deck boards, then we get out there and there's a whole bunch of dry rot. So that would be one example. Stuff that doesn't require in-person estimates are things most of the time, like pre-hung doors are super simple, attic ladders, ceiling fans, faucets, garbage disposals, things like that. But sometimes there's some variables. Like sometimes if the house is a little bit older or in a particular type of neighborhood where we know that, hey, the roof trusses are a little bit different than typical, regular construction build, we want to go out there, hop in the ladder or hop in the attic and take a look. So so that we can get the estimate correct for the attic ladders. But if we see a house, like say someone calls in for an attic ladder and they're in West Roseville, we know that those houses are no more than 15, maybe 20 years old. And they're all built pretty much the same, 24-inch on center. So it's a pretty standard installation for an attic ladder there. But if you get a house that's in East Sacramento that was built in 1920, right, that's a whole different attic ladder install, and that might require an in-person consultation.
Okay, so in-person consultation, $100 consultation fee that is not credited towards the invoice. That is a separate line item regardless if they hire you guys or not. Is that correct?
So it is credited to the job. So yeah, so they give us the $100 and it is credited to the job if they move forward. If they decide not to move forward, then we keep the $100. So if we do move forward, basically we're doing that inspection for free, but it all kind of washes out at the end of the day.